Hey everyone, I'm Katy. So I decided to start a YouTube channel. This is my first, I got a head cold, so I sound a little nasally, just letting you know. But I am starting a YouTube channel because I am pregnant. I will show you my belly. I am pregnant. And, okay, first off, I would like to apologize for a few things. The glare on my glasses, I do need to wear my glasses because I get headaches if I don't wear them. And I am recording from my cell phone. It's convenient. I don't have a very nice camera. But if you are new to my channel, you don't know this, but I used to have a beauty channel, and oh man, being pregnant, if you're watching this and you've been pregnant, you know how out of breath you get. I get out of breath like so easily, it's crazy. I had a beauty channel on YouTube. I had it for about 2 years, and about the last 6-7 months I put my heart and soul into that. I was working 65 hours a week, and I was doing YouTube as well, and I had almost 1,600 subscribers, but somebody hacked my YouTube and then decided to delete everything, so I don't have any proof of that anymore, which really sucks because, like I said, I put my heart and soul into it. So I stopped doing YouTube for a while, and then I'm starting it back up again because I'm realizing that it helps with my anxiety. I do have anxiety, and that's another thing that we could be talking about further along in the video. But I just wanted to come on here and say that my channel is going to be about my pregnancy. I'm going to be vlogging kind of what I'm doing, and even if it's just kind of like boring things, I love vlogging. I feel like I have made a lot of friends off of social media, and it is nice because I don't really have too many friends in real life besides my family, my sisters, and then a few other people. So anyway, I am going to just stop chatting like this, explaining stuff. The reason why you clicked on this video is because you want to know my story about how I did not know I was 5 months pregnant. So if you are here to watch that, keep on watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. If you do like this, no pressure. I'm not one to pressure people to subscribe, and just like the video. And also, if you are a mother and you have kids and you have YouTube as well, comment down below and let me know, because I would love to subscribe to you guys because it's nice. This is my first time being a mom, well, being pregnant and, you know, going to be a mom. So it's nice to kind of talk to other people and stuff about it. So anyway, let's get on with this video. So I was divorced about 2 years ago. I was with my ex-husband for almost 9 years. That didn't work out. I'm not gonna like say why or whatnot. If you have questions or anything about that, comment down below, and I would not mind answering anything like that for you guys. But yeah, 9 years, and then we got a divorce, didn't have kids, and I've always wanted kids, but I've been through some very crappy relationships the past year, and it made me kind of think I like being an auntie a little bit more, so I was questioning if I actually wanted to be a mother or not. I've always loved kids though, like I said. So I've been in a few since my divorce. Dating is so hard these days, but I've been in a lot of, like I said, kind of crappy relationships. Then I met somebody. I'm not gonna name names or anything like that. So I met this guy. We were together for about 2.5 months, and then we broke up because things weren't just working out. My life was a little different than his, and I just felt like I needed to do something for myself, because I felt like I was always so like, I need to be in a relationship, I need to feel loved and wanted, you know, and I didn't know how it was to be on my own, how it was to be single. So I was single for about 4 months after that relationship. I was single, and I was working, like I said, about 65 hours a week. I loved being single. I didn't feel the need to be in a relationship because I was just enjoying myself, and I feel like that's what was perfect for me. So back in March 2017, that's when me and that guy broke up. I moved into my boss's house, which is this house right now. This is not going to be my normal setup or anything like that. I'm just house sitting and dog sitting for her, so it was just convenient to film right here. But I moved into here after we split, and I've been here ever since. But I remember March. So I was on birth control. I was on birth control when that guy and I were together. I think I was on and off because I was switching a few different birth controls, because one I didn't have. This is gonna be just letting you know, TMI, like things are gonna happen in this on this channel that might be a little too much information, but I feel like it's kind of important to say some of the things. So if it's too much, let me know, or you don't even have to watch the video. Anyway, so I was on birth control and you didn't get a period. So once I stopped that, I didn't have a period for a few months. And I remember going through some like body changes, because if you've taken birth control, you know how afterward your body tries to kind of get back on track and you don't have a period, and this and that. I know it happened to a few of my sisters. So I remember, so I moved in here in March, and then when, I think it was April rolled around, I was having that whole month, it was seriously a full month. I remember writing it on my Facebook status. I was nauseous the whole entire month. And I did not think anything of that I was pregnant or anything like that, because I was on birth control at that time. And I was just like, no, I'm not pregnant. And I didn't even think about taking a pregnancy test or anything, because I'm like, I'm not pregnant, because I was on birth control. So that I was on birth control because it was making me like not have a period, I didn't even think that I could have possibly been pregnant. And my mom was sick too for like a week, so I was just like, okay, whatever. And I was working overnights and during the day, so I was just so physically exhausted and stuff. I thought I was just really sick. Anyway, after April, no nausea was there whatsoever, like at all. And then I went through May. I felt like my stomach was a little bit bloated, but like I said, I was like in my head, I know my body is going through changes, because I thought that my body was getting back to normal after taking birth control. So I met my boyfriend that I'm with right now. I'm saying his name because I absolutely love this guy, Matt. And I met Matt the beginning of June. It was June 3rd. We had our first date. And we've been dating for about 3 months now. So the first 2 months that we were together, I've got in so much into fitness, so much, eating better and all that kind of stuff. And I was talking to him, and I'm just like, I feel like I told him, I was like, I'm not on birth control. And I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but Matt had a vasectomy about 6 years ago, so he can't have kids. So like I said, I wasn't even thinking that I was pregnant or anything. And I wasn't on birth control because I was trying to get my body to get back to normal. So I was, just bloated. I was like, girls, you know what I'm talking about. The bloated that I was feeling was being bloated to where, like, right before you get your period, you have like a lot of water weight right there. And it was only in the little small part of my stomach, which I have sensitivity to foods and stuff like that. So I'm bloated like all the time. So the being bloated wasn't I did not think that I could possibly been pregnant or anything like that. There was no signs of pregnancy for me, like, at all. I feel like you can even ask my family, like, I don't even think they questioned if I was pregnant. Matt even came up and looked at my stomach and was just like, yeah, you're probably just bloated. Your body's just probably regulating back to normal, like I said, like I thought. So I ended up going out to Michigan in July, the beginning weeks of July. And when I was there, it was so humid there, it was affecting me. I feel like the bugs were eating me alive. So when I was there, I messaged my mom and like all my sisters. We have like this family little chat thing on Facebook. I asked them, I was like, have you guys ever felt like you were bloated after you took birth control because your body was, regulating again? Well, I don't even know if I'm just making sense when I say that. But they're like, are you sure you're not pregnant? And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. I was on birth control, and Matt had a vasectomy, so I don't think that I'm pregnant. So I was just like, I don't think that I'm pregnant. It was not even a clue in my mind. So about 2 days later, after I talked to them about that, it was the day before I came back to Colorado. It's where I live. I was sitting on the couch at my uncle's house eating ice cream, like an ice cream sundae. And I swear to you, I felt a kick in my stomach. Like, I felt something kick. And I was like, that was not a gas pain. Believe me, I've had gas pains before. And I'm like, that was not a gas pain. So when I came back the next day, I hung out with Matt. We had, lunch and all that kind of stuff. And then the day after that, I ended up going to the dollar store. And I picked up a pregnancy test. I ran to King Soopers and the grocery store, and then I came home, and I was just like, screw it, I'm not putting the groceries away because I was like anticipating. I'm just like, I'm gonna take this pregnancy test. I know it's gonna be negative, but just to shut everybody up, I was gonna take a picture of it and send it to him over a message like, I told you I'm not pregnant. Took the test. That test, you're supposed to wait 2 minutes to see if you're pregnant. It wasn't even 2 seconds later, and that test was positive. And I sat there and was like, no way. I got this from the dollar store. Okay, this is false. Like, it was only $1. It's so not working. So I ended up going to King Soopers again. I grabbed a pregnancy test there, and I ended up taking it at King Soopers in the store. And that test was one where you're supposed to wait over 5 minutes to get the results. And in a matter of, I'm not even lying to you guys, 5 to 6 seconds, it was bright positive. And I sat there and I was like, oh my gosh. I guess something that I did not mention was it was a scare for me because I didn't think that it could have been my ex-boyfriend's from back in March. I saw somebody in May, and it was a one-time thing. I was really stupid. Clearly, I did not have protection. I was actually 4 days off my birth control, and that was just like stupid on me. But I was just like thinking in my head, wow, it's that guy's or it's Matt's. But Matt had a vasectomy, so I don't think that it's Matt's. But I'm really hoping it's Matt's. So it was the only option to me that I was probably about 2 months or 2.5 months pregnant. So what I did was I sat there and I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I contacted the guy that I'm not even, I don't even talk to anymore. It was just like, so I might possibly be pregnant. Holy crap. And then I waited till Matt got home and told him. And Matt did not think that it was his, like I said, because he had, he can't have kids. So I end up I end up going to the doctor's office about 2 days later, and I took a pregnancy test there, and they clearly said it was positive. So that really confirmed to me that I was pregnant, that these 2 pregnancy tests I took were actually real. Like they were actually telling the truth. So we went in and got an ultrasound done, and we got this, me and Matt came with me, and all this stuff is happening in one day, and it's just so intense for me, so I was extremely emotional. And I laid down on the bed, and right when she put that, the little thing on my stomach for the ultrasound, she's like, "This is your first ultrasound?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Wow, you got a big baby in there." And right, the first thing I saw when I looked up at the screen was a huge baby head. I absolutely lost it. I cried so hard because I was just like, there's no way that it's Matt, and there's no way it's the other guys, it's my ex-boyfriends. So I was like, because I was like, how many weeks am I? She's like, you're 21 weeks. And I'm like, how many months is that? Because I'm bad at calculating that stuff. She's like, you're about 5 months. And I was like, so I lost it again. If you could only imagine going 5 months through your pregnancy, not knowing that you're pregnant, and thinking about all the things that you did that you're scared could have affected your baby. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. All I did that concerned me was working as much as I was working, not resting as much as I could have been, intensely working out, and lifting heavy things while cleaning houses and stuff, because that's part of the jobs that I do. So she looked at it, she was going through the ultrasound and everything, and she was just like, your baby is very healthy. Do you want to know the gender? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm finding out the gender today. I'm finding out that I'm pregnant, that it's real. I'm finding out that I'm 5 months pregnant. I'm finding out that it's not, who I want it to, the kids to clearly be, because the ideal situation would be that it would be Matt's. And then I'm finding out the gender, like, holy freaking crap. And just to say, Matt is deciding to stay with me and raise this baby, regardless if it's his or not, which is one of the most amazing things that I could ever even, ask for or wish for. I've got really lucky finding him, and I seriously, I don't even want to go into it because I'll start crying. But, so she told me the gender. She's like, yeah, it's a boy. So I left that appointment and had to go and tell all 5 of my sisters. My twin sister lives in Vegas. And tell my mom and show them the picture, and was just like, I'm 5 months pregnant, and it's a boy. And they're all so supportive and all so happy. But I had to go home and just had to have me time. This changes my life, clearly. And I just really need to go over the fact that for 5 months, I have been pregnant, and I didn't even have a clue at all. No clue. And then I'm putting things together about why I was nauseous that month, and, why I was bloated a little bit, why I was just so tired and drained for the last few months, and clearly that was the reason. So when I'm recording this, I am 24 weeks pregnant, and it's still a shock to me. I should be due the first week and a half, of December. So I'm gonna have a winter baby. And his name is Hunter, and I love him so much already. It's so unreal to me. I sit here sometimes and I sit there and think, oh my goodness, I'm having a baby. And the crazy thing was about 2 months ago, when I did not know. I've only known, when I'm recording this video, like I said, I'm 24 weeks. I found out 3 weeks ago that I'm pregnant. So about 2 months ago, I was really, buckling down, thinking about okay, you know, what do I want to do with, you know, job-wise, and do I want kids? If Matt can't have kids, you know, what are the options and stuff like that. And I came to the conclusion that I wanted to wait to have kids, or I didn't want to have kids. Just because I've been enjoying my freedom, you know, and then time with Matt and things like that. But I can't change that now. I know there's an adoption, an abortion, and all that stuff. Everyone's opinions are different. I would not get an abortion. With having such a supportive family, I would not put Hunter up for adoption. I want to, regardless how hard it's going to be, I want to raise him, you know, as my own. And I don't think that I'm going to have any more kids after this. But yeah, I'm pregnant. Didn't even know it. I know that story is not probably as intense as everybody else's. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty intense finding out when you're 5 months pregnant and you had no idea. There's probably a lot of facts that I did not put in this video. And if you want to know more, comment down below and I will answer any of your questions. So I'm going to end this video right here because it's already pretty long. But yeah, there's so much more I feel like I could tell you guys, but that's the reason why I am vlogging and all that. So yeah, like I said, pop any questions down below. Make sure you subscribe. If you do have a channel and you're a new mommy or you're pregnant, let me know because I would love to subscribe. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're excited that I have a YouTube channel now, if you know me, then hit that thumbs up button. But yeah, I am going to go now, guys. I will see you in my next video. Toodaloo.